It is a tropical, hot summer afternoon, so staying hydrated going to be key for the players, the fans, even the commentators as we are at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Miami set to take over. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 23 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump off here to Bolden. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Mayer there to bring it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. DeAndre Carter back deep. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year. Just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd down and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up to the 32. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
A 1st down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that. And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second down and 4. Tua to throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Jacobs. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 83 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Once again, it's Mostert.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A dump off here to Bolden. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Bradley Chubb coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Big swing by the Dolphins in 2022, acquiring Chubb from Denver in midseason. Only 2.5 sacks in 8 games with his new team, trying to get more consistency at the 2-time Pro Bowler in 2023.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 11.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's going to be stopped right there at the 21. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Throwing Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tua. Connecting with Hill, and he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Tua to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Tua. That's swung out to Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.